Entering of the forecourt of St Magnus and Martyr Church, which you can see the sign up there. If you look at on the wall there, this was the original roadway approach to Old London Bridge, which was built here between 1176 and 1209 by a local priest. He was the architect, a man named Peter Colchurch. Lights coming in now. Something really quite incredible here. This piece of wood is from an old Roman wolf, actually dating back nearly 2,000 years. They found this in the Thames just over there. Just behind me, you can just have a look. That was the actual walkway onto the bridge, just over there. Now if you follow me around here, the next interesting part here in this courtyard is this stone is actually original stone from Old London Bridge. The other thing of importance also is if you look up above, you could zoom in there, just on that clock up above there, that clock was actually given to the church by a man called Charles Duncan, who was an apprentice who used to come across Old London Bridge to his interviews, and he was always late as a young lad, so he donated the clock in the late 18th century to the church, and later on he actually became Lord Mayor of London. His name was Sir Charles Duncan, as I just told you. There's a lovely view of the clock, as I said before, which I mentioned, which was donated to the church by Charles Duncan, the apprentice. And you can see it up there. That was mid to late 18th century. He then became Lord Mayor of London, as I explained. It's amazing to think actually how many people within a 600-year span of the life of Old London Bridge walked through this arch, through this way, onto the bridge. The bridge ended its life in 1831 with the new Rennie Bridge opening up alongside it, and then which was actually built 100 feet to the west of Old London Bridge, and then that Rennie Bridge was sold to Robert McCulloch, the oil company, who had it shipped out to California and then on to Lake Havasu.
Oh, by the way, before we go, can you, what's that building there? It doesn't look very nice. Any history on it?
It's Adelaide House. The building was named in honour of King William IV's wife Adelaide, who in 1831 performed the opening ceremony of the John Rennie Bridge, which, as I explained before, was 100 feet to the west of here. Now this was the first building in the city to employ the steel frame technique that was later adopted for skyscrapers all over the world, and also the first office block, the United Kingdom, to have central ventilation and telephone and electric connections on every floor. Another 2 points about this building: on the roof was a fruit and flower garden, also was an 18-hole mini golf course. To finish by explaining what's inside the church, but unfortunately we can't get in there today due to lockdown, and also it's quite late in the day, it's closed.
Yeah.
But inside we have a really beautiful monument of Old London Bridge, built by a retired policeman in the mid-19th century. If ever you're down here, it's worth going inside to take a look at it. It really has terrific detail. Also, one other point in there which is worth seeing is they have an original fire engine from the Great Fire of London 1666, which was actually no wider than this.